All right. We're gonna get right into it, guys. Right into it. Let me turn that off. Get me some of this good old gaming interaction juice. Clear my throat. What is going on? Derpy Entertainment says, I love it. Now, are you referring to the new Superman suit reveal? Or you're just happy to see me? Pause. Wow. He says, man, we starting off here. I think this film is going to be like all-star Superman. So are you saying there are going to be multiple Supermans? Multiple suits? All-star Superman, what does that mean? And what is that in the background? Is that it gives me what's the villain name? I don't know what that is in the background, but I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion on this suit, for real. So please join me. Join me. I think it's Solaris. Yes. Hey, so do you like the suit? Do you love this suit? Do you have concerns about the suit? Is there anything that sticks out? Because wait. What? That was my response when I first saw this. I'm like, okay. And Superman used to be my top favorite DC character. And because he is too overpowered, he's too OP. And Batman was my second favorite DC character, but he's now my first favorite character because he's more grounded, he's more human. I can relate more to him. But Superman is just, I mean, you can't beat the guy. What I mean, he's just too super. Um, but when it comes to this suit, oh, I don't know, man. It reminds me of the Superman suit that's currently on CW, or what is it called? Superman and Lois. I think that's what it's called, the TV show. That's what this suit reminds me of. And if I'm going to do a reveal, I wouldn't. This is just. Looks like he's been in a little scuffle there. He's putting on his boot. It looks like he has on the red underoos. Underoos. I don't know, guys. I can't see it. I cannot see it, man. It's a new 52. I know what you're talking about. But I just can't see that new 52 suit. Like, I can't see it. Maybe I need some glasses, but I just can't. Man, I just can't. Hold on, let me make some arrangements here. This ain't working. Let's see. Let's do transfer. Let's do a 90-degree. Let's go, and because I want to make sure I capture. Okay, that looks better. We're just gonna hang it out like that. So cool. All right. It's been damaged. Yes, it's been damaged. So he's been, doing his thing. I thought Lizzo was supposed to play the new Superman because of the Thinker. What's up, man? What is going on? I just had to go live with this one here. Because since Zack Snyder and his DC universe has been obsolete or kicked out the door, James Gunn has taken over DC, and we have been getting since the announcement that he was going to do a new Superman movie. We've been getting tidbits here and there, and if I don't know, I just don't know. So I'm gonna remain optimistic. I don't like jumping out the window. I like to go out the front door. But when I do see something, I'm definitely gonna criticize it, but I'm gonna be careful, how I do it. The suit is not bad. It's just it's not. I just don't know, man. It's just not it. Because if I'm looking at Henry Cavill's Superman suit versus this one, I mean I'm leaning the other direction. This is just not resonate with me. Oh man. And if I was to do a reveal, I wouldn't have done this. Come on, Derpy. Come on, DE. I mean, I wouldn't have done a reveal like this. This is just not it. And sometimes they bring out snapshots when they're on the set, etc., etc. And I can understand that, when you're in the suit. I mean, even when Henry Cavill was in his suit, it was on point. I mean, it was on point. This here looked like Homelander. It reminds me of Homelander. I'm like, oh my goodness. And also the Superman from the CW TV show. So I'm like, did they stuff like toilet paper in his arms or something? I mean, it just don't look. Oh man, because you have to understand something. Superman has been, he's a controversial character, um, on many different levels, and especially when it comes to the big screen. There's been so many iterations of him, right? I mean, you have the Christopher Reeve and the Christopher Reeves, um, or if we want to go way way back, um, and then you have what Lewis and Clark, the TV show Superman. Then you have Superman Returns, Brandon Roof, um, and then to me, you had that garbage showing of Nicolas Cage as Superman. That was the straight trash. I'm like, I cannot see Nicolas Cage as Superman whatsoever. Um, and then you have Zack Snyder's Superman with Henry Cavill, and now we have another iteration of Superman, and this is James Gunn's Superman. If this photo is legit, I'm just saying, man. This is just oh man. You said I think it doesn't matter much if the suit looks good or not. It's the story. Yes, yeah, but you have to connect the dots though. You have to connect it. Again, I am remaining optimistic. Okay, this is just the first reveal, right? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more reveals, and then you know, to each their own. To each their own. Everyone's gonna have their difference of opinions, based on the suit, the character, the story. Does it all come together like one big puzzle? So everyone, whoever, when we're watching it, it's like, okay, man, the character, perfect, the suit, perfect, the story, perfect. Man, everybody around him, perfect. The entertainment, perfect. You're not gonna have a perfect movie, but oh man. But you have to understand something too. This is Superman. This is Superman. So all eyes are going to be on the character playing Superman and the suit. And the suit. I understand where you're coming from with the story, but everybody knows Superman. Like, Superman. Now that 52 costume, and trust me, I know the comics. That's what I saw when I first saw this too. I was like, okay, they got the 52 Superman suit vibe here. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait and see. Okay, I'm not gonna be like everyone else and say this is trash or et cetera, et cetera. I want to see more so that I can, say, okay, all right, here it is. It's just this shot. If it's the reveal, I don't know who was sitting at the round table. Maybe they should just came together and say, okay, wait a minute, should we do a different shot? Because this may throw a lot of people off. Now, I'm just one person, right? I'm just one person. There's billions of other people on this planet, that love Superman. You have some diehard Superman fans. You have some Superman fans that may love the suit. They're all for it. And that's fine. That's A-okay. I can't take that from them. Everybody has their opinion. This is just my opinion. In my opinion alone, I just think that this is not the shot. I would have choose, if I was sitting at the round table, I would like, nah, we're going to go with something different because we need to sell Superman at this point. We need to sell him because we just got finished with the Zack Snyder DC universe. And now when you have someone else taking the helm of DC, the expectations are now a little bit higher, but again, some people just like what they like, and you have to understand other people are going to see things a little different. it's like I'm like, nah, I wouldn't have done that shot. There's got to be something else we could have done to make sure that this stick, because this right here should be trending. This should be trending, not Zack Snyder, Henry Cavill Superman. No other Superman should be trending. It should be James Gunn Superman trending. Like trending. Like this is it. Like holy cow. Get you up out of your seat. Because I don't know if you guys remember when Man of Steel, the trailers started to come out, and I mean it was just whew, it was mind blowing. So we just gotta have to wait and see. All right, let me go back to the chat, man. WP Entertainment, I hope you're still here, man. I do respect your opinion 100%. Trust me. Actually, I respect everybody's opinion and thoughts on it. If it makes sense. I mean, if you love this suit, fine. A-okay. I think it says, I'm going through the back door. Get Diddy. It's not Henry Cavill. Just say it. No, it's not Henry Cavill. Shoot. I love the Christopher Reeve. I love Henry Cavill suit. It worked. Henry Cavill suit worked. It did. Whether you like Henry Cavill suit or not, I respect that. Trust me, I respect that. This is not Henry Cavill. I'm just looking at the suit like I don't know. I don't know. Taste their own. You said you prefer this? Okay. That's cool. I wouldn't have either. I would have done it at Comic Con. Yes. Comic Con. That would have been awesome. You know? Give us something like what freaking Zack Snyder them did. Like they did in the past. I wouldn't have done it like this either. So I'm 100% agree with you on that. This right here, I wouldn't have done it. Not like this. Okay? Because I guarantee you, if you was to go out on, Twitter or other social media, or maybe there's other YouTubers are having a conversation around this, and they're like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to venture out and see what's going on. I hope this means we're getting teaser footage at Comic-Con this year, hopefully. Yes, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with some footage for us. And that's where I remain in the optimistic space, because you have to take everything else into consideration. How they're gonna put it all together with your little. Oh man, I can't even get the words out of my mouth. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it out. When they sit at the computer and do all their little magic and stuff like that. Or should we wait longer? I at this point I have no control of what they do from this point. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait until James Gunn surprises, right? He says, I think we're getting Clark more than Superman in this. Really? Interesting. And narration. I think it'll be very Superman All-Star related. All-Star related. I still don't know what you mean by that, but if you're here, if you can elaborate a little bit more, if you checked out, that's okay. This pick of new suit looks like he belongs at Foot Locker. He said he belongs at Foot Locker. Yeah, these boots looks a little gay, but since I wear my underwear outside, I think he says like a leotard, it may work well. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just this shot. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the suit. It's just this shot here that it's not bringing me into the fold completely. I'm like, I took a few steps forward, but it's not capturing me. Like, it's not giving me that wow, like, oh snap. Like, if I was to compare Henry Cavill to my man here, I mean the two suits, not the character, but just the two suits, and their reveals, just their reveals, then I will have to go with the Henry Cavill reveal because it was on point. And again, maybe it's just this shot. There's nothing wrong with the suit. The suit's fantastic. It's just I wouldn't have chose this shot. I would have said James Gunn, nah. Because if we're gonna put Superman out there, let's get the attention of the audience because we have a huge fan base out there. We need to reel them in. Okay, that bait should be on point. And this is just me, my honest opinion. It's just not there. Oh man, just not there, man. Oh, I thought you were gone, DE, but I'm glad you're still here, man. If you didn't hear me earlier, I respect your opinion, 100%, man. It's all love. I think it says the pick. Okay, I think we read that. He says, "Guess you're not a DC fan, thinking more like Snyder fan." With that respond, I am a DC fan. I've always been a DC fan. So I don't understand what the issue is, with me criticizing the suit. I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions on it, just like everyone else. If you like this suit, then that's totally fine. That is totally fine. I'm not going to come at you and say, hey, man, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not a DC fan. This is garbage. This is trash. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not thinking like a Snyder fan at all. I like the Snyder Superman suit. Okay? I do. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Let me ask you a question. If you're still here, did you like the Snyder Superman suit? Yes or no? If you're still here, did you like the Snyder Superman suit? Okay, so you like the color scheme, but not the suit. Okay, totally fine. Totally fine. I like the color scheme and the suit. Is that okay for me to like the color scheme and the suit? Or is that not, according to you? Or just by me saying that I'm a Snyder fan? Because I'm trying to understand, because I hear this all the time. I hear it all the time. And I try not to entertain it myself because it really doesn't make sense. When someone likes something, that's okay. Because I can't take that away from you at all. If you like to say potato and I like to say patata, hey, say potato. I'm going to say patata. I'm not going to come after you just because you like to say something or you like something a certain way. That makes no sense to me. It doesn't benefit me at all, period. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to like what you're going to like, period. All I'm saying is that this snapshot here does not resonate with me. I think it's just this shot, okay? That's why I had backtracked and stated that. And like, okay, maybe there's more that there's going to come out, Maybe James Gunn he's gonna surprise us. He's gonna give us something, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, that's a better shot. That's a better shot. That this shot here, I don't think it should have been the one that's chosen. Okay, because I love the Superman 52 suit. Period. I love it. You know, and if this is going to be, somewhat it's I need to see it. I need to see it. I want to make sure that no. Let me rephrase that. I want to be so excited for this new Superman movie. Okay? On all levels. And so I can spend my money, walk into the theater, not just one time, multiple times, and say, hey, James Gunn did it. James Gunn did it. This is it. I mean, we have multiple Superman movies. There's some people who didn't even like the old Superman movies. And some people who didn't like Zack Snyder's movies. There's some movies that I didn't really care for. Rebel Moon. I know we're not talking about Rebel Moon, and we're talking about Superman. But we're just gonna stay on topic. But again, I respect your opinion. It doesn't matter, man. It's just people judge it before it comes out. Wait a minute. You say people judge it before it comes out. The shot is right here. It's right here in our face. Right here. We pass judgment all the time. We criticize. I would see your point if I would have said, hey, this is trash. This is trash. This is garbage. This is straight trash. Now you can come at me and be like, dude, what the H are you talking about? We can have a conversation, because now I'm going to have to give you my basis on why I'm calling it trash or this is garbage. But I didn't say that. All I'm saying is I'm judging it based on what I see in front of me. This is the reveal. Okay? This is it. You pass judgment on this shot here because you prefer this one. You prefer this suit. So you have made a judgment call to say, hey, I like this one better than Zack Snyder's. And that's okay. That is okay. All I'm saying is I want to see more. Okay? Maybe I'm looking into it too deep or whatever based on this shot. But at the same time, again, I just don't like it's just this shot. And maybe that's just it. Okay? So again, I'm going to remain optimistic and let James Gunn do his cooking. I'm pretty sure there's going to be other shots that's going to come out. So it will bring me here. Okay? And then I'm like, hey, let's go. I can't. Oh. I'm neither DE. I just enjoy mocking how things are advertised to us. To each their own. That's all I'm saying. To each their own. And that's nothing no one can control. I can't control what someone thinks, what someone says, how someone judges something. It doesn't benefit me at the end of the day. But I don't want to be called out based on my judgment if I came with no merit with my judgment or my criticism, then that would be something different, right? But you have to understand something. I mean, to call somebody out because of how they feel about it, and if it makes sense, right? And when it makes sense to call somebody out, I don't understand that. I really don't. And But I'm not gonna lose any I'm not gonna lose any sleep. Um, I'm going to continue to critique movies, video games, whatever it is. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. And again, I'm going to respect others' thoughts and opinion on it. I really haven't even drilled down to anything in regard to the suit, like the boots and um, I did mention it. The way the shot is, if you was to look at his arms, it doesn't look it doesn't look natural, right? So again, I would say I would not have chosen this shot to um, showcase to the world. So that's just where I'm gonna keep that. So DE, if you're still here, man, no love lost, man. No love lost. Um I what do you think? I'm not I don't know. But that's a good question. Is this a movie shot? Like a fully done shot? Um I'm no, I don't think so. If I understand your question correctly, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do what you call it, guys? Blah 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 blah. I forgot what it's called. When they put the movie together to make it look like, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Because yeah, I mean you're not gonna. I don't know. I don't know. If it is, then well, let me ask you: do you think this is a movie shot, fully done? I I I I would say, in a way, no, because the background looks, it just looks off. It doesn't look. No, no, just as me giving my opinion based on your question. I mean, it just doesn't look realistic. Um, now, Superman, putting on his boot and he's there, blah blah blah. The shot is okay. The shot is okay as far as with Superman in his suit. Let me explain what I mean by that. The shot is okay. Okay, I'm looking at this though, like again, I wouldn't have chose this shot if this was a reveal of Superman. I wouldn't have chose this shot, if that makes sense. Gunn added on Threads that the first look photo was taken on set by Jess Miglio and was entirely in camera. Oh, okay. So it's definitely going to look a whole lot better once they put it all together. I Now if this is a shot that was taken on set, no, you're not going to expect it to be freaking something straight out of a comic or a freaking a show or whatever. Um he says, I believe it's Solaris in the background. Okay, then that answers that. I'm not concerned until the trailer till the trailer comes out. Okay. Now I am looking forward to the trailer too. Every and trust me, I am rooting for this to be a success. There's no reason for me not to. Again, I am a Superman fan, but he's second on my list now because he's too OP. Um, Batman is always it's been my Superman was number one, but Batman, I kind of put them kind of right there because Batman is human. I mean, he has that human aspect. Well, he is human, but this ain't how I would reveal the suit. Yes, no, and again, that's just me. Me too. I mean, I agree with you on that. That's just me. I wouldn't have taken this shot to reveal the suit, to reveal Superman. Because you want to get people excited. Like I said, this should be trending, but not this shot. I wouldn't have chose this shot to be trending, because if you want to forget about the Snyderverse like it never existed, then I would have chose a shot to put out there and said, "Hey, here it is." Because here it is. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Snyder has been throwing some shots at James Gunn around Superman, right? So I was like, okay, it is what it is, and spirit of shade and competition. We'll just have to wait and see what James Gunn have to offer, and I'm hoping this is a complete success. I am looking forward to the story DE as well. I am looking to, once we get the trailer, we get more context around the story, how this is going to shape up. James Gunn has done some great work. I love his oh my goodness, Guardians of the Galaxy series. I loved all of them, and I still got to beat the video game though. And I think James Gunn is a great director. He is. He just is. There's no doubt. So when I first heard that he was gonna take on Superman, I didn't have any doubt that he was not gonna be successful with it. It's just that it's Superman. One of the top, if not the top DC character in the game. So how many iterations of Superman have we had until we get one that everyone can jump on board with and say, this is it. Now, I criticized Zack Snyder's Superman as well, because there were elements missing from that Superman, because they grounded him so much into being a human that there was, you guys know the Christopher Reeve Superman that had that magic, Superman saving people, and you're like, it's Superman, yes, and you're sitting in front of your TV like, man, I always wanted to be Superman. But then Zack Snyder's Superman comes out, and I was like, okay, so they're gonna do Superman justice here, allow him to be Superman, fighting, like, where's that, that element. I got so sick and tired of the Lex Luthor whole ordeal. I'm like, man, what about bringing in Brainiac? What about bringing in freaking Darkseid? What about bringing in some of the villains that Superman is known to go up against, but also keep that magic around Superman where people love him so much, and they're like, oh man, they have that love element with Superman, and then they have that Superman that's saving the planet, So I thought that element was missing from Zack Snyder's Superman, because even though there was a lot of action in the film, and I'm like, okay, give Superman his just due, great. But me, I could not resonate with him on the human part of it because there was nothing there. I mean, Superman looks so sad. Batman v Superman. I'm like, dude, smile. I was in the theater, like, smile, dude. Batman Superman, the theatrical cut was a disappointment. I was upset. I did do a um I was in the theater. Well, actually, I was in the line with one of the guys that knew me. He was like, "Hey, you're Gaming and Reactions, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we were both going back and forth in the line. And but when we got in there, and I was like, "Man, who put this movie together?" I'm like, what is this?" And there was nothing with Superman that I could relate to. I'm like, he looks like he's sad and all the time. I'm like, okay, Batman versus Superman, great. We get that piece of it. But there was nothing about the movie that I was like, man, this is crazy. And then before we went to the movie, I don't understand why they put Doomsday in the movie, period. I know I'm digressing here, but it didn't make sense that they put Doomsday in this movie and kill off Superman the way he did. I mean, this, I'm like, nah, this is straight trash. Now, that's where I can come in and say it's trash because it just didn't hit. So there was people when we left the theater, there was people that were upset. I know I was upset, and I was like, man, I don't know what this was. So we had to wait till the ultimate cut come out. So I purchased the ultimate cut, and that's when everything started to come together. So I was like, okay. But still at the same time, that magical element when it comes to Superman was not there. It wasn't there. So I was like, okay, so they're just Zack Snyder's gonna do his thing, you know, the way he sees it. So, but at the same time, I'm not gonna call it complete trash. I love the element of the giving Superman his just due, and because we haven't seen villains like Brainiac or Darkseid or any of the other villains that Superman has fought. Yeah, I mean, I have their names on the tip of my tongue, but I can't even get them out. that's crazy. I hate that. So let me get off on a tangent and come back to you guys. It says, let me go back up because I don't want to miss anything here. Okay, he says, I'm not concerned until the trailer comes out. I'm looking forward to that as well. But this ain't how I would have revealed the suit. I 100% agree with you. And I'm not concerned until I get the bootleg from my plug on the corner. Along with the faithful, let to think of you off the hook, man. I would have done it at Comic-Con. 100% agree. Yes, I agree. But I understand Gunn because he would be filming during that time. Okay. That makes sense. With investment in AI, don't be surprised if they bring back Christopher Reeves. That's interesting. Think they wouldn't do that. I think the story is going to be heavily like All-Star Superman. Now, you say All-Star Superman. Oh, you talking about? Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Gunn is great with the team up movies. Remember? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Trust me. I have no gripes against Gunn whatsoever. I love his movies. I mean, there's none that I really have any complaints over. So I don't think he's not gonna do Superman justice. I don't. So the only way to prove me wrong, and if Gunn doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. So right now we have to wait for the trailers to come out, and then and make our decision if we're gonna go see the movie or not. You know, it's. I mean, that's where I can leave it right there. But I don't think Gunn is going to disappoint. And I'm not saying that he is going to disappoint or anything like that based on this shot here. That has nothing to. Nope. When I'm criticizing this shot, I'm just criticizing this shot. That's it. The story, the movie, I have no clue. I'm ignorant to it. I don't know what the story is going to be about. I don't even, no one knows until we get more footage and more information on the movie. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So that's the reason why I said I'm going to remain optimistic, because I am looking forward to Gunn showing up. I'm pretty sure he's cooking right now. And I believe it's going to be delicious. Pause. Snyder Justice League is great, but it's too damn. You're right, man. I have Justice League. Even the theatrical cut, I did not like. I did not like the Justice League. It just didn't make sense to me, especially when it came to Superman. You know, with the mullet and the beard, and him dying, coming back with the black suit. It just did. I'm like, come on, guys. I know you guys have read the comics and seen, the DC cartoons. Come on, you're Warner Brothers. You're DC. Why are you guys making so many changes that doesn't resonate with your audience? I mean, of course, there may be some changes here and there. That's great. That's fine. But when you take elements away from it, it just throws it off. So, Justice League, I went to go see that. I didn't really enjoy the film a whole lot. It just didn't. I thought after Batman v Superman, when it came to Justice League, I thought DC was just down the drain on that. That's my opinion. Alone, some people love Justice League, but when it came to Zack Snyder's cut, holy freaking cow! It was long. I'm glad that they put everything together, and I think DC allowed him to do that. It made more sense. It's just that I wish they would have gave him the mullet and the mustache, the beard, or whatever. With the black suit. Well, yeah, he had the black suit, but it was just clean cut Superman. I'm like, okay, I guess we'll accept that, right? But it's when it comes down to it, it's these directors' visions, and I think if Zack Snyder would have put that element in there, that would have been huge. He said it's too early to start. Yes. Batman beat Superman sucked. Yes. The Ultimate Cut, I liked it a lot better though. But still, it sucked. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that. I saw it in theaters as well, and I was the only one shouting during Wonder Woman appearance. Dude, everybody, I remember everyone in the theater was shouting when Wonder Woman showed up. Everybody. I was like, goodness gracious, man. Y'all screaming. I'm like, oh my. I mean, the kids, the young teenagers, the young adults, even old adults, man. There was so many people in the theater. There was not one empty seat when Batman v Superman hit theaters where I'm from. There was no empty seats. All the way down to the front was filled. I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, people ain't playing. They come to see this. So everybody cheered for Wonder Woman. I'm trying to think of anything else. Man, it's been so long, man. Jeez. Well, everyone cheered, when Batman and Superman was fighting, but other than that, it just didn't hit home. Um, the one shot where she saved Batman from the blast, I shouted when that theme happened. Yes, man, man, everybody went off in the theater when we was there. That was just and Wonder Woman had the best moves in that fight. I mean, she was giving it to Doomsday if that's who that was. I still don't believe that's Doomsday. I just think it was just General Zod, and mutated him, whatever. Um, it's not the Doomsday that we know, right? But I think Wonder Woman was giving it. Her fight against Doomsday was way better than Superman. Superman was getting thrown around. I don't think Superman really got more than 2 or 3 hits in. Doomsday was just tossing him around. Batman had no chance, whatever, all he can do was just move. And but Wonder Woman was just doing it big. The Ultimate Cut was slightly better, but it was still mid. Yes. Again, I enjoyed the Ultimate Cut. But it still didn't. There were just so many elements missing, man. It's not. So that's what I'm hoping, DE. I'm hoping with James Gunn's Superman, he brings back that element, those magical elements of the past. Christopher Reeve's Superman, even Brandon Roof's Superman. That the element was there. You had that emotional connection with Superman when whatever he was going. Even though the movie sucked, I thought Superman Returns sucked because they had the whole freaking Lex Luthor. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, this is garbage, right? But you had an emotional connection with Brandon Roof's Superman. Exactly. There was no John Williams theme. I did like Zack Snyder's new theme. I like the new themes. But nothing can beat the John Williams theme. Nothing. Now, when you said you was the only one shouting, I mean, were you the only one in the theater? Come on now, you couldn't have been the only one shouting when Wonder Woman showed up, man. I mean, shoot, I even geeked out. I mean, when Wonder Woman showed up, everybody went bananas. Like, yo, let's go, man. Because, I mean, because I was looking forward to Superman doing this thing. But Wonder Woman, she was the highlight of that fight, period. John Murphy is making the theme. Okay. Just more Hollywood propaganda supporting modern feminists. Women are just as strong, if not stronger than men. Here comes a woman to save the man. Oh, here we go. Here we go. A lot of movies do scenes like this. Here we go, thinker. You done started something. But you have to understand, it is Wonder Woman, right? It's Wonder Woman. I mean, we all know Wonder Woman, and her story, her background. So, and what did she say? Oh, I've killed. But maybe I shouldn't say that word. I defeated on other planets. It's Wonder Woman. I don't even think I would even have a dog in the fight. if y'all want to have a conversation about that, I would just sit back and I'm like, man, it's Wonder Woman. I mean, her and Superman they almost neck and neck. Well, never mind, Superman's old power. It depends on what universe Superman we're talking about. Oh, you had a full theater? Dude, you mean to tell me you the only one? Oh my goodness. Let's go. Well, at least they knew you were there. I mean, the whole theater went bananas. Even when she was fighting, I mean, it was bananas. In 19, Wonder Woman literally stands up for feminism. All right. If y'all want to have that conversation, man, um, in 1960 it was Wonder Woman. In 2024, it's I wonder if that's. Dude, you a mess, man. You are. That's a fair point, but come on. I don't know if you're responding to the thinker or you're responding to me. Um, that's yeah, yeah. 1960 was Wonder Woman. In 2024, I wonder if that's a woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to be. Oh man. But I appreciate you guys though. Hanging out with your boy and discussing this. Again, I respect everyone's opinion, thoughts, judgment, criticism. Um, I can only speak for myself and what I think about it. And again, like I said earlier, again to remain optimistic. I did post out on Twitter. Wait, what? Because that's my thing, you know. But I always leave it open for interpretation. Okay, and I just wanted to get on here and give you guys my thoughts and opinion on it. It's just again, I wouldn't have chose this shot. Um, kudos that it was shot, and I appreciate you guys providing me the information on this. It was shot on set. That's cool and all. You know, but would I would have went with this first? No, I would have went with this some other time. Like, hey, now that you guys have got the Superman suit reveal, what's this guy? I forgot this guy's name. Cornsworth. What's his name? Help me out, guys. I would have did a shot with him, without any of the extra, to get it out there. So to get people excited, right? I wouldn't have went with this first. I would have kept this at a later time and like, hey, here's a shot of him being on set. David Cornsweat, thank you. Um, Here's a shot of him being on set. I say be optimistic. It's not footage. Um, and I think some other people were criticizing his eyebrows, saying that his eyebrows were brown or something. I don't. They do look a little lighter than his hair, but I, you know, I don't know. I really can't. It does. They do look a little lighter based on this snapshot. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna really entertain that. You know. And they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to put this shot out. But it's cool. It's cool. And I can only imagine what's trending right now. I haven't really looked at anything out on Twitter as far as the comments, DE, what people are saying. I may venture on after this on YouTube just to see what some of the diehards are saying. Now I'm not a big Superman fan. I don't I'm not one of them that have posters and action figures and stuff like that. But I am a casual fan, just a normal fan of Superman. So I definitely look forward to hearing what the diehards and their opinions. But I'm not gonna dig too deep into it. I'm just gonna probably, just listen to one or two, maybe three, and just call it. Because this at the end of the day, um, everyone's gonna have their opinions and thoughts, and hopefully that it's not saturated with negative responses. That it comes back and have some type of or some negative impact on James Gunn and his team, because sometimes if you speak loud, or if you have enough noise in the airways, it can, just like the whole Helldivers 2 debacle. So it's I just stayed away from it. I'm like, I'm not even going to entertain that, because sometimes people would take things out of context and run with it, and I try my best to just stay away from it all. But I appreciate you guys hanging out though. Again, I look forward to more from James Gunn and his Superman. And and just like you mentioned earlier, we may be getting something rather sooner than we think. When it comes to a teaser trailer or something, that would be nice. Mm. All right. Hold on. I have to say it doesn't, man, it doesn't look bad at all. It's just a shot. It's just a reveal shot. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just a reveal. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh man, I'm just gonna look. I'm not even gonna, speak on it. But which first look as Superman is better? See, I don't like doing this because it's just people. I don't know, man. Because people get into these heated arguments over stuff like this, which is there's nothing that they can do about it. It's out of their control. But people like to entertain stuff like this and keep it going. And then you're gonna have people that's gonna like it, which is good. This person says definitely underwhelming. I see Trunks. Oh wow, the suit looks good. Okay. This is too clear. Whatever that means. Now, Batman suit. Don't even start. Don't start with me on the Batman suit. Don't start. The Batman suit was fire. Fire. Batfleck suit is fire. I don't know why. Okay. Let me just use, I'm just going to use this here. This person says, I like Henry as Superman. I'm equally excited for a new take. Okay. I thought this take and costume was supposed to be a throwback to Hopeful Superman. I'm sort of confused. I'm into it, to be honest, just not in line with the previous messaging. Okay. Okay, he says, let's skip this blonde suit for a second. There's a giant death ball in the sky destroying people, and Suits is taking a sweet time. But you gotta admit though, Suit is putting on his boot. He's taking his time. People are dying. Hey, I see what you did. I see it. I see it. This can't be a real scene from the movie. Yeah, because I was looking at the background. The background doesn't looks cartoony. But hey. A new 52 All-Star Superman fusion with a Kingdom Come esque logo. Yeah, yeah. There they are, man. The Guardians of the Galaxy is pretty good. I love them. I love them all. Oh yeah, we got a new Superman suit with a new lad chatty. Okay, whatever. Looks like So it's a mixture of New 52 meets Kingdom Come meets Classic. It looks like, yep. Yep, because the New 52 suit does not have, correct me if I'm wrong, the 52 suit does not have the trunks at all. DE, if you're still here, I don't think the 52 suit has the trunks. It has like the belt type with the logo and the hold on. Let me take a look. Is it? I didn't know it had. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh man, this is trending all over the place, man. Holy freaking! I mean, this shot is all over the place. Yeah. The new 52 Superman costume didn't have the trunks. It had like the belt with the logo with the collar. And there you go. You have some people that don't like it. I'm not saying I don't like the suit. It's just not. I need to see more. Can't wait to hear the music selection James Gunn selects for this movie. Yes. Oh yes. This person says looks good from what I can see. An odd choice of image to show off the suit. There you go. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't agree with this shot. It would have been a clean shot. He's sitting hunched over in low light and the suit looks to be damaged for battle, hoping for a better look soon. And here you go, people making memes out of it already. Making memes. What in the crap? I would say it looks pretty good with the suit. So excited for Superman movie. I remember when the Snyder haters were whiny because his Superman suit didn't have bright enough colors. Yeah. Type. Okay. Um. Oh wow, his same colors are better. Um. Underwear over pants, Superman. Oh, we're getting Brainiac. Somebody pinging me. Hold on. Wait. Okay. All right. So let's go here. Yeah, people are just giving their opinions. Now, D, if you're still here, I'm gonna need you on this one. I'm gonna see if I can remember All Star Superman. Solaris. If I remember, Solaris teamed up with I think he teamed up with Lex Luthor, and they wanted to take down Superman, and I think it has something to do with the sun. He wanted to he wanted to change the sun, and oh man, I'm trying to remember something. I think Superman didn't. I think he sacrificed himself to save the planet or something like that. Because Man, I have to go back, man, because back in the day we used to read a lot of comics, um, a lot of comics. I mean, that was one of the big things in middle school and high school. But I'm trying to remember. I think Solaris teamed up with Lex Luthor and he wanted to take down Superman. And I think Lex had some kind of serum that made him stronger. And Superman ended up sacrificing himself to save the planet because they wanted to do something with the sun. Um, I wonder if that's what James Gunn is aiming for here because I see that a lot of people are talking about Solaris, and you brought up Solaris as well. Um, I wonder if that's going to be is if Lex Luthor and Solaris are going to be the villains in this movie, the only two villains. I think that's what happened. Um, on another note, getting Rebirth Platinum drops the game to a 7 out of 10. It's that bad. It's already been voted as possibly the hardest platinum trophy to attain of all time. Oh, the thinker. Oh man, I am so sorry that you are going through that, man. And you know we talked too, like which would be the easiest platinum. So now that we're in this space talking about Rebirth, do you think the platinum for Final Fantasy Remake is easy? Well, obvious you're gonna say probably yes because you've been having a grand old time with Rebirth. So that's crazy. DE says I agree. Yes he did. Yes he did. Oh, are you answering my question with Solaris? It's been a while. It's been a minute, man. I do remember some comics though. I mean, there's a ton of Superman comics, Batman comics. Oh man, DC 1 million. Um, freaking shoot. Um, what's it? Superman freaking 1 million. Oh my goodness. Um, and that's one of the reasons why I left Superman alone. I'm like, man, who can beat him? I mean, I guess it depends on which Superman that you're talking about, but I mean, who can beat Superman? Who can actually beat him? I mean, oh, and who was the rumored? There was another rumored villain that came out. Oh man, what's his name? Oh my goodness, I forgot his name. Oh jeez, that was supposed to be in this film. There was a rumored villain. Dang man, I hate when I have names on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it out. Let's just keep going. All right, you see what's trending over here? Superman's new suit, love or hate. David Corn Sweat takes flight as Superman, the Superman Legacy. I don't think it's called Superman Legacy anymore, right? I thought he took the legacy out of it. This person calling it trash. See, that's what I'm talking about. When someone says trash, now if we was to have the conversation, you're gonna have to explain to me why you're calling it trash. I mean, on what basis? It's just like when it comes to video games, when people say games are trash and they never played it. Um, I mean, I could see if you're saying it's you have to explain why it's trash. It just makes no sense when you're calling something trash. I mean, I don't know. Needs to see more, but it's pretty good. Okay, I'm on the same bird wire as this guy. Already better than Man of Steel. Okay, he thinks it's better than Man of Steel. Cool. Do-do-do-do-do. I still like the Henry Cavill Superman suit. Is that a Gatling gun in the background? Oh man. Something is really bothering me about this. I can't get on board with it. This person likes it a lot. DE, where are you from, man? I mean, you don't have to share, but are you from the US? It comes to standard hate train. There you go, differences of opinions. I mean, nice. I like that. Man, I don't understand why they get this Trump propaganda all over here, man. It's just driving me nuts. Scrolling through this. Now it does have the Homelander look. Come on now, you I mean, if you watch The Boys, it does have a little bit of a Homelander vibe to it. So The Boys is crazy, man. I love that series. All right, we're gonna. Oh man. All right. Who's that? Movie News says, gonna be honest, I don't know how to feel about this. The downgrade is insane. No, I wouldn't call it a downgrade at all. I mean, it's two different, directors. They have their own vision of what their Superman suit looks like, or want their Superman suit to look like. I don't think it's a downgrade. But people see things differently, so I have to respect, what it is. Firstly, da 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 da. All right, let's click on this. Nah, I think you should have just left it alone, player. um, I mean, it's not like it's Henry Cavill. I knew I was right. I knew I was right. I knew I was right. Look at that suit, man. Oh my lord. Fire. Straight fire. Fire. I didn't really care too much for it. I enjoyed the movie, but for what it was, I'm talking about the Batman movie here. That logo was fire. Wow, people are never gonna be happy. Well, some people are never gonna be happy. All right, well, I appreciate you guys, man, for hanging out with your boy on this. Um, Again, I'm just gonna, pay just a little bit of attention to what's being talked about out there in regard to this suit. I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. I gave my thoughts and opinion on it, and again, we're just gonna have to wait and see what else comes out from this Nicolas Cage. Seeing this, that should should have been me, dude. I don't look. That whole Nicolas Cage thing was just strict. Now, I know I'm going to sound like a hypocrite here, but I just cannot see Nicolas Cage playing Superman. Period. No, 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 no. I don't see it. I mean, even when it came to Batman, Ben Affleck playing Batman, but at the same time, when it comes to Superman, Superman has been very consistent with their their people playing the iconic character. Nicolas Cage is nowhere near Christopher Reeves, Cornsweat, Henry Cavill, Dean Cain. He does not have the Superman appeal. Period. So me looking at Nicolas Cage, I was like, oh man, I think they showed him in the Flash movie. I was like, oh my lord, no, no, no. I would not have gone and seen that movie whatsoever. That movie would have flopped just like freaking Dragon Ball. Just like Dragon Ball. That movie was trash. That movie was trash. Now I can honestly say that movie was pure freaking dumpster trailer trash. I don't care, man. If you come up with a new name for trash, it was straight garbage. Trash. Talking about walking out the theater. Oh my goodness. Along with others. That movie was trash. I felt bad. No, I didn't even feel bad for Justin Chatwin, for him to come out and apologize. You're gonna wait till the man passed to come out and say, I'm sorry that we did this film? Come on, man, stop. Y'all knew that freaking movie was gonna be trash from the start. Y'all shouldn't have done that. That was just pure freaking horrible. I mean, Dragon Ball is one of the top well-known iconic animes of all time. For them to come out with, oh man, I still remember. We walked out the theater, man. We were warned. We were warned before we went to go see that movie. People have already seen the Dragon Ball movie and said, hey, do not go to the theaters and see this movie. We are warning you right now. It was so saturated with warnings. There was nothing good said about the film, but me being a Dragon Ball fan, I was like, all right, we're going to go see it. We went to the theaters, and I don't even remember what part we walked out on. I think it got to the part where Yamcha, I think it was where Yamcha freaking set a trap, and we were just like, forget it. I mean, people were just literally walking out like, I'm done. Y'all can keep the money, man. It's trash. But anyways, what was I talking about? I don't forgot what I was talking about. The other movie I was talking about. What do you say? I agree. Lizzo would be a better choice over Nick. Man, you are up on Lizzo hard, man. I thought she quit music. Isn't that? Did she post something on Twitter saying that she quit? I haven't heard from her since, so I hope she's okay. I wish her well. Um, some people can be cruel and heartless, and should keep their words to themselves. And it's sad when you have someone say these things to another, but if the shoe was on the other foot, if they were going through what she was going through, it'd be something different. So there's people out there that's that would just use that to down others, and it's sad. It really is. She needs to be quitting calories. Here you go. Come on, thinker, man. We're way above that, man. Way, way, way above that. There you go, VFX. That's what I was trying to say early on in the stream here. The background of VFX. I mean, if I don't know, man, if that's not VFX. Oh man, what is it? What is it? What is it? Come on, guys. Shoot, I forgot what it says the background and VX makes everything look like an AI generated and fake. Suit should have been a bit more polished. Likely it would be fixed in post production, but they should have done it before. Done it before the official reveal. It would have been much better if they released a still image from the movie and not some photo from a photo shoot. I agree with that. In the end, I know it's hard to top Henry Cavill's Superman suit, but Superman is all about hope. So let's hope for the good. I mean, if we was to compare both Henry Cavill's Superman suit and this suit, I'm going to lean toward Henry Cavill's Superman suit. If we was to compare these two right now, based on this shot, right now, then Henry Cavill's Superman suit looks better. If they would have released a still like this individual said, between Henry Cavill's Superman and Corn Sweat suit, then that way we can have a better view of the two, and then it's to each their own, which one looks better. I just think they should have submitted a still version. I don't sound like a hypocrite there. Oh, story is the king. You do wait for it. Okay, a story is the king here. Do wait for it to release. I understand. Yes, the story. We want the story too. But people are gonna also pay more attention to Superman and his suit because it's Superman. When you say Superman, you're not thinking about a story. You're thinking about a guy in a freaking red and blue and yellow costume. That's it. Superman. First thing that comes to your mind, Superman, red cape, red boots, either yellow or gold, whatever you want to call it. Emblem on the chest, the S curl. The story, yes. But when you're thinking about Superman, you're not thinking. I don't think a lot of people are thinking about a story. at that given moment. But I do agree. I mean, I wouldn't want a Superman story that comes out to be very good, but he looks crappy in the freaking costume. And like, it's just not gonna go hand in hand. The story is great, yes, but just like Zack Snyder's Superman suit. Superman, I mean, the suit looks great, but the story, they didn't connect to me. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna close it there. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, I just wanted to get my thoughts and opinions on this still, and we're just gonna wait, sit back, relax, eat some popcorn, and hopefully, James Gunn him and his team will send out some more, stills, photos, and trailers and teasers, and all that good stuff. All the good candy. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm just gonna check out just a few, especially the Die Hard, see what they're saying about this still, and we'll go from there. So, love you guys. Take care of yourselves, man, and peace out. I'll see you guys in the next reaction video.